A massive torrent of water is tonight on the move in the state's inland, threatening to swallow up yet more towns and cities in its path. In Wagga Wagga and Gundagai, the worst of the flood crisis appears to be over, with residents beginning to return home. Tonight, the floodwaters are surging towards Griffith, a city that's not even on the Murrumbidgee. Further downstream, Narrandera and Hay are also in the firing line. The ABC's George Roberts spent the day visiting flood-hit communities in the Riverina.
Like chocolate milk pouring across the landscape, this heaving mass of water is heading west. Nature's delivered a not-so-subtle reminder it can water crops too. So much so, desperate work's being done to mend the bursting irrigation channels that feed the farms around Griffith. Locals forced to flee their homes haven't seen it like this in more than half a century.
You never know what's going to happen. There's more water coming down, so that's the trouble.
The nearby village of Yenda's already gone under, and there was no time to take the car or finish the chores. Are you worried about what you might come home to?
Yes, we are. We don't know how far it'll go into the house until we get home, so we have to live with what happens.
Julia Catanzariti's family's been here for 3 generations.
It was a bit scary. I mean, I was home by myself and got woken up to the evacuation call, so I was freaking out because we're on the main road, so we got pretty badly affected.
Putting on brave faces, it was standing room only as a community meeting overflowed with the 600 people forced to flee their homes last night. Griffith isn't on the Murrumbidgee, but back towards Wagga Wagga, Narrandera is. The motel's already boasting new water views, and the airstrip will be fit only for seaplanes if it gets any more water. The Murrumbidgee's normally about 20 or 30 metres wide, but in parts it's spanning up to 7 kilometres. All this water is heading on to places like Narrandera and Hay, leaving Wagga Wagga behind. The town's centre escaped a drenching last night after thousands of tonnes of water failed to break the banks. The Prime Minister's inspected the river and is offering cash flows.
We've given a big tick to every request we've received so far, and we'll keep working with the state government.
The state of emergency has been the trigger to release recovery grants to those affected, but with swathes of the region still underwater and other communities on high alert, the tide of relief payments could swell too. George Roberts, ABC News in the New South Wales Riverina.